on sure. Belly been taking a dash on wood. Take payment to back.
It's week 16 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jameson Williams. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Lions and the Steelers. All that and more coming up next.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Back to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that open drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little bit.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the go. Ready. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st first down. Vasquez. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lions at 10-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing. And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 93 yards. They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone. Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive. And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or a pass, is working pretty well for you. Makes you look like a genius. It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. Now a give right side. It's Vasquez. And some room to run now. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 31-yard line. 31 yards
sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack.